Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Melissa and I decided I would try to start a weekend reading vlog. It is Saturday, March 2nd. I have Sam in tow with me. He's right behind me. And we're headed out to go get Starbucks and return an Amazon return and then go to a park. Which is a pretty classic Saturday morning, to be honest. Wayne's at home with Dad. He's watching the monitor while he sleeps. So yeah, we're gonna be out and about this morning, but the plan is to go to a bookstore later today, and I'll probably take Sam along then too. And yeah, we'll see what kind of reading I can get done. I'll talk about my reading this afternoon or later this morning when I'm back home. But yeah, I'm excited, and I'll hopefully get some clips of us at the park or obviously at the bookstore too. So yeah, hope you enjoy tagging along with me this weekend. Classic walk with Lily and Sam. It usually happens over the weekend. As the baby is sleeping, we go on walks. Huh, Lily? Yeah. This is our lovely neighborhood. And there's this huge loop that goes for 2.5 miles around it. So it's just the perfect length. And yeah, there's me, Sam, and Lily. Good morning, everyone. It is Sunday, March 3rd. I've got a little bit of Earl Grey tea here, and if you can hear music and baby sounds in the background, it is because Wayne is playing in his little play gym thing right now. Sam and my husband are off to the zoo this morning, so it's just me and baby at home, which I don't mind because it's nice and quiet and, you know, peaceful for it being me and him. So yeah, I have been reading The Women this morning by Krista and Hannah, and while he was taking his first nap. This kid takes how many naps? 4 naps a day. So yeah. Low-key kind of jealous, to be honest. But yeah, so while he was napping, I was reading that, and I am now like 10% of the way through and really enjoying it. It captivated me right from the start. I don't know, I'm just gonna be honest, I don't know little to none about the Vietnam War. I know it's a kind of shaded part of our history where, you know, it was much debated then and now on like whether we should have even gone, and the legitimacy of the reasons for why we even started it. And anyway, so yeah, so there's all of that going on in the book, which is really helping me kind of understand the circumstances. But then also it's following Frankie, who is a kind of privileged girl in California who has her brother sign up for the war, and then she wants to follow suit because her family has a history of having like heroes in their family. So yeah, so she decides she wants to join the army as well, actually much to her family's kind of shame. Like they don't want her going because she's a woman and she has other priorities that they expect her to embrace. So anyways, yeah, there's that aspect too, but I am just really appreciating Kristen Hanna's writing. I love her stories. I love her ability to tell a good story, and it's always very cinematic. That's the thing I feel the most about her books, is like any of her books could be made into an amazing movie. And actually she announced on her Instagram, I follow her on her Instagram, that she does have, like the movie rights have been bought for the women. So that's super exciting, because we've been, we as in her fans, have been anxiously awaiting the release of the Nightingale. That is coming out, I think, this year. It was postponed, like it literally was postponed during COVID. They had started filming prior to COVID happening. And then everything got pushed back. And then I think with the writer's strike and stuff like that, like everything has just been extremely delayed with that movie, being finally like produced and put into the big screen. So I think that's finally coming out this year, I want to say, which is very exciting. I loved that book. That's been my favorite Kristen Hanna so far. I've read The Great Alone. I've read the Nightingale. I've read, what else have I read by her? I swear I've read one other book. I haven't read Four Winds. Everyone recommends that book, but I am a little bit wary of that one because, to be honest, Dust Bowl in the Great Depression does not sound that interesting to me. And I've heard that it's pretty brutal. So yeah, a little wary of that one. But anyways, so I plan to continue reading that. And as I kind of clean the house and tend to baby, and it's a nice day today. It's nice and sunny. I didn't make it to the bookstore yesterday, but I actually plan on making the trip today with Sam after his nap. Me and Andrew over the weekend usually kind of switch off between the two kids, where Wayne doesn't have enough of a wake period where we can go out that far with him. So we end up taking Sam further places, and the other staying behind with the baby and kind of just tending to stuff around the house. So that's what Andrew's doing with Sam this morning, and then I'm gonna take Sam later. So yeah, so I think I'm gonna go to the bookstore later, and if I do, I will definitely keep you guys posted on what I end up getting. I have a few things in mind. We'll see what they have though. I'm just gonna go to Half Price Books. So yeah, we'll see. Fingers crossed. But yeah, I will keep you guys updated on any other reading I get done, and any other exciting things happening. I don't know how much there will be, but yeah. So I got some exciting book mail over the weekend. Actually, no, it was Thursday. But I got some books sent to me from Krista over at Books and Jams for the BookTube Besties virtual reading retreat. They did something new this time around, where they did like a Amazon wish list exchange, and she ended up getting me randomly. And so she kind of scoured my wish list and bought 2 books for me, which is so sweet because the expectation was just 1 book. So she went above and beyond, which she always does. And I love her for that. So sweet of her. But I thought I would just quickly share the books she got. So the first book she ended up buying for me was The Girl Who Came Home, a novel of the Titanic by Hazel Gaynor. I've read Hazel Gaynor before. I love her. The Last Christmas in Paris is one of my favorite books ever. Her and Heather Webb wrote that book. And I know this is a book obviously about the Titanic, which is a subject I have read little about. I mean, everyone's seen the movie. But yeah, I'm gonna be interested to see like what this is all about. I think this is her debut novel, so that's also exciting, and probably I'm gonna go in kind of with that knowing that, you know, it might not be the best of her writing. We'll see though. I mean, she could surprise me and be just as good as the other stuff I've read from her. So who knows? But yeah, here's the first book she got. And the second book, I squealed because I haven't justified buying this book in my head because it's actually pretty expensive. And so even for her to just buy like this book would have been I'm just shocked that she bought this and another book. But that is A Fine Romance by Susan Branch. Falling in Love with the English Countryside. So I've had this on my wish list forever because I feel like a lot of people own this book and have recommended it to me. It's just like a travel memoir, but it's just adorable. Like it's written, I'm sure this isn't actually her handwriting. Maybe it is. I kind of doubt it, but yeah, it's like got pictures and it's all about this woman, Susan Branch, her going and visiting the English countryside for a year, I want to say. No, sorry, not a year, 2 months. But still, that's a decent amount of time. And just her taking pictures and talking about everything. And it just sounds adorable and honestly just like the perfect thing to read over the summer if I'm, stuck at home and I'm not traveling. Yeah, I'm just so excited because, I visited the English countryside when I went to London in 2021, when I went to England, and it was beautiful. And I literally only spent a day there though, like not even a lot. And I want to go back so bad. So this will be my way of going back. And I also, after looking through, kind of just like peeking through this book, I want to buy this book so bad. I will for Mother's Day for my mother-in-law because she is a huge travel junkie like me and she loves the UK as well. And quaint towns and like countryside and just little villages is like her thing when she goes traveling. So she will love this, I'm sure. I'm gonna get this for her for sure. So I can hear Wayne kind of wanting some attention in the background, so I better go. But I thought I would share those and just thank Krista on my vlog for those 2 books. Thank you so much. That is so sweet of you. I decided I'd come outside to let my nails dry. I've been really into Olive and June now that I got one of my Christmas presents was an Olive and June mani kit. And so yeah, I did my nails in Make a Res is the color. It's like a navy blue. It looks really blue in the light, in the sunshine, but and don't judge how bad I do my nails. I figure once I wash my nails, all of the, random like nicks I have on the edges will come off, and they usually do. So I don't really care that much. And here's Butter. Butter, say hi. Say hi. Yeah, we're just chilling in the sunshine, huh? Because it's so nice out. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's nice and bright and sunny now, so that feels great. And the baby is down, so I am just chilling until Andrew and Sam get home. And yeah, just listening to my audiobook as I was doing my nails, and then I plan to read more hopefully later. We'll see. On a walk with the baby on this beautiful afternoon. It's just me and him. Left the dogs at home today. But yeah, Sam's taking a nap and I'm listening to my audiobook, David Copperfield, narrated by Richard Armitage. And it's so good. So thought I would document this. We are headed to the bookstore. I'm excited. And then we're gonna go to the park because Sam definitely needs to get his wiggles out after we go to a bookstore. So, yeah, that's the plan. Well, we just got done at the bookstore and at the park. It was super fun. This park is really cool because it has a huge pond that has a bunch of ducks. So we went and saw the duckies, huh, Sam? Can you say duck?
Yeah.
And yeah, I did make it out with a few books from the bookstore. I bought 4 books, but I actually unhauled and returned like a whole bag full. So I unhauled more than I hauled, which feels good. But yeah, I'll haul those books later when I get home. But we have to rush home because we're actually gonna go see cousins for the evening. We're gonna go play with a cousin that's close to Sam's age. And we don't really get to see him a lot. So yeah, I'm excited for them to be able to play together. So yeah, that's the plan for the evening. So one thing that has been my constant companion has been my drink of choice, and that has been a lavender Earl Grey latte. And I can't even describe to you guys how delicious this drink is. I'm reheating it now because I steeped it like 2 hours ago, so it kind of got a little bit cool. But yeah, so I'm just quickly reheating it. And yeah, I'm probably inadvisedly having this at 7:45 at night, but it's low caffeine, according to David's. So I'm not too scared of it, but it's enough to keep me going and wanting to read for the rest of the evening instead of go straight to bed. But yeah, so the basic recipe is obviously lavender Earl Grey tea leaves. And then what I do to make it extra special is I add some sugar-free vanilla syrup. So I have this here. So I had 2 pumps of this, which I will do, well, I'll try to do on screen. Really rough. Okay. 2 pumps of that. And then the other thing I do is I come to the fridge and I grab some almond milk, and I get the unsweetened vanilla almond milk, and I just kind of top it off. Kind of just, I don't know, maybe like a 1/4 cup or so, just enough to make it a little bit more milky. And that, my friends, is the recipe. That's all it is. But when I tell you how delicious this is, and also that it's not too florally, that's one thing. I never want it to feel like I'm drinking a bath bomb or, you know, soap, which can be really risky when you have something like lavender in a tea. This is so good. So yeah, highly recommend if you're looking for something a little bit different to drink as far as tea goes. I'm obsessed. So yeah. So I know I never updated you guys on what I bought from Half Price Books, so I thought I would quickly haul those. I bought 4 books. It's Monday, if I'm admitting. It's Monday, but yeah, I didn't get to any other filming on Sunday or much today, so I'm just gonna close out the vlog after I haul these books and just quickly talk about what I got read, and then yeah, you guys will see me in another video, I'm sure. But anyways, so here's the 4 books in my cute sloth bag that my mother-in-law gave me. I love it. It's so cute. I love sloths. Random factoid. So, okay. So I'm just going to pull them out at random. The first one is, and you guys will see the price tags. Maybe I'll just quickly pull those off because they annoy me. Of course, it's not going to come easily though. Oh, maybe it will. Oh, how satisfying. Okay. The first book is Tara Road by Maeve Binchy. I mainly bought this because I don't own any of her that I don't think I do. And basically because it's March and a bunch of people are posting their Irish readathon TBRs, I really wanted to buy like a very Irish author's work. And also I think that she's most well known for this novel. And also half of it is set in Dublin. I'll just read the back. It says, Rhea and Marilyn have never met. They live thousands of miles apart, separated by the Atlantic Ocean. One in a big, warm Victorian house in Tara Road, Dublin. The other in a modern, open-plan house in New England. Two more unlikely friends would be hard to find. Rhea's life revolves around her family and friends, while Marilyn's reserve is born of grief. But when each needs a place to escape to, a house exchange seems an ideal solution. Along with the borrowed houses comes neighbors and friends, gossip and speculation as Rhea and Marilyn swap lives for the summer. ... Literally sounds exactly like The Holiday to me. Except that they know each other, that they're friends. But anyways, yeah. I am very intrigued and I thought this was a beautiful copy. So I bought it. And yeah, let me know if you guys have read Maeve Binchy before. I know she's pretty well loved, so let me know if you've read her or if you've specifically read this book and what you thought of it, because I'm curious. So that's the first book. The second book, well, there's two books in a series. Let me just grab those really quick. I bought these because they were in amazing condition for a decent price. And that is the third book, and I'm gonna say like the sixth book in the Royal Spinus series. I have every intention of reading the second book this month, and then continuing on as I want in the series, because I've loved it. I mean, at least I loved the first one, and I hear nothing but great things about how it keeps going. I know there's at least like 20 books in this series. It's crazy. So I have a lot to read through. But I just love how cute these paperbacks are. Like I don't know, they just bring me so much joy. So I definitely will be reading from them when I get to them. But yeah, this one's the third one. And then this one is Queen of Hearts. I'm not sure which number it is, but it was in such good condition that I just decided to lump them both together. And then the last book here is a little bit of a, what's the word that I'm looking for? Not a long shot, but it's just kind of a bet. I don't know. It's an unknown. It's an unknown. But that is Circle of Gold by Karen Harper. And let me just read the back because that's what decided it for me. It says, when Rebecca Blake was orphaned, she was adopted by the industrious, well-educated Kentucky Shakers and raised in their secretive, sexually repressed world. Little did she envision that one day a forbidden love would thrust her from her innocent life of denial into the lavish, sophisticated world of Victorian England's ruling class. This is Rebecca's story of her courageous crusading for social reform, her tumultuous marriage and the terrible misfortune that ended it, and the passion and daring that returned her to her Kentucky roots and the childhood sweetheart she never forgot. Spanning 2 continents, this is the spellbinding saga of a beautiful and indomitable woman caught up in the surging tides of history and the cross currents of duty and desire. Doesn't that sound like a me book? It definitely does. So yeah, this was $2.50 and yeah, worth a shot in my opinion. So kind of reminds me of the book I'm reading right now, The Outsider by Penelope Williamson, with it being about a woman who was raised in a like Quaker-esque or like Amish environment. So at least that's what I got from the back. We'll see. But yeah, so that was the other book I decided to buy. So there's my tiny little, not really that tiny, but I mean 4 books, book haul from Half Price Books. And then to close out the vlog, one sec, I just want to sip this tea before it gets cold again. To close out the vlog, I have continued reading The Woman by Krista and Hannah. So enjoying it. Yeah, I am being exposed to a part of history that I have zero background in, and that has been the best part about reading this book, has just been learning all about what women and just general army, military people went through in Vietnam. And yeah, it's just opening my eyes. I have been a little bit like squeamish with it because she's part of the medical team, like she's a nurse. And so it's been describing some of the injuries and stuff that she's had to address. And yeah, I'm like, but I'm getting through it. It's not near as bad as Outlander. So yeah, so that's what I'm kind of really into right now. I'm also reading The Outsider, and I'm kind of just switching off between the two as I feel, but this one is going a little bit slower, so but hopefully I'll get to that more this week. But yeah, that's a little glimpse into my life over the weekend. I hope you guys enjoyed. It's a chaotic life that I live, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. So yeah, with all that being said, please like and comment and subscribe if you want to see more from me. And I will see you guys in another video. Bye.